When requested by a DOT officer, a driver must be able to produce their driver logs for the current as well as the last 7 days. To do this, the driver has the View Logs function that's available from the dashboard of the driver app. They simply click the View Logs button, which brings them to the log feature, which allows the driver to view and display their current as well as the last 7 days of logs. The driver or the requesting officer can use the previous and next day buttons to navigate through each of the daily logs. The driver is also able to view and display their hours of service recap, both the recap summary as well as the detail for each individual day. The driver is able to enter comments directly on the log itself. Anything that is entered into this log or into this window will be printed directly on the log at the bottom of the grid. And this is a very large section, so the driver can update this as they go through their entire day. And it's a very common feature. Most drivers use this on a daily basis. The driver is able to certify their logs. One of the main changes that have been introduced with the ELD mandates is that the responsibility for correctness and signing off on the logs, making sure that they are correct and complete, has been taken off of the shoulders of the motor carrier and placed directly on the shoulders of the driver. And one of the things that the driver must do now is to be able to certify their logs. Certifying their logs simply takes place of signing their logs as they have done with the old paper logs. The driver simply has to review each of the daily logs and either agree, in which case it will come out of the certification list, or if they disagree with the log, they could simply click the Not Ready button, which will put it back into the list, and the driver then has the ability to make changes. Drivers have the ability to make corrections, changes and corrections to their own logs using another feature called Duty Log Changes that we'll go over in a later video. There's a caveat to that, though. The driver will not be able to change any drive records or anything else that comes off of the ECM, such as VIN or odometer. All of those pieces of information are set in stone, and the driver does not have the ability to change those entries in any way. That concludes the View Logs feature of the driver application.